Hello, my name is Sai Rohit of registration number 18BC0090. I am from A2 slot of serial number 17. I'm going to present you my digital assignment 2. First question. I'll explain the selected paper related to COA syllabus. How the selected paper is related to COA syllabus. The topics in research paper is the ALU discussing floating point edition of is of non-human architecture and it is of module 1. And floating point arithmetic is used for the binary operations. All the essential addressing modes can be used for binary operations. And it is from module 4. Try to increase the clock speed. This means that according to Moore's law, feature size scale is increasing exponentially in transistor for integrated chip. Therefore, less memory is used in the less space. And like in module 5, input to output are parallel ports and mux is used to select one. The 7-stage pipelining is used in the proposed floating point adder and it is in module 6. And the module 1 is related to like process level parallelism is followed. This is the flowchart diagram. And it is the diagram, block diagram. And the third question is the tabulated results and graphs using Microsoft Office Suite in escapulated PostScript EPS file format. Like we can see the table FP for division FP scheduled comparison of leading architectures single precision Intel Penguin AMD K10 proposed arithmetic unit latency throughput division and square root like algorithm speed and fabrication Radix 16 square root Goldsmith's Taylor series is algorithm used in this. And the fourth question is the proposed architecture discussed in the paper using Microsoft Visio software encapsulated PostScript file format. And you can see the block diagram. And the transistor level internal diagrams using multisim or ORCAD tools in encapsulated PostScript EPS file format. You can see this. The proposed architecture with existing architecture and reference books. In proposed architecture, accuracy level is high, when the accuracy HUD is high, and existing architecture accuracy is low compared to proposed architecture. And in proposed architecture, errors using double precision can be overcome. And existing architecture, double precision format also gives errors. In proposed architecture, the floating point adder required to be speedy in order to match with the increasing clock rate demand. In existing architecture, many serial components like left shifter or right shifter in the floating point edition FPA have been taken off longer latency. In proposed architecture, pipelining is a technique is necessary to overcome the limitation on clock frequency. In existing architecture, conventional floating point adders performs. And you can see this. Existing architecture, precision is relatively low. In existing architecture, precision is increased. Precision is increased. In existing architecture, overhead area is reduced. In existing overhead area was relatively large, and it has leading priority detector for FP and FPAR. It lacks the priority detector in existing architecture. And we can see the list of advantages of the proposed design over existing design. The advantage of floating point representation over fixed point representation is that it can support a much wider range of values. Increased accuracy and precision in performing floating point addition. There is a decreased overhead area, making it possible for more transitions to accommodate in a very small area. Compared to all remaining techniques, round to nearest even RNA gives the almost lesser. The result mantissa is priority encoded to and left shifted so that leading one becomes the MSB using this technique. By using latches instead of flip-flops in the floating point unit design, the maximum frequency can be increased. You can see the merits and demerits of the proposed and existing techniques. Merits are improved accuracy and precision, decrease the overhead area, the maximum time and resources will be saved when we use the special case unit. Speed of operations is increased, maximum frequency can be increased. The internal representations of data and floating point hardware are more exact, achieve their great range of expense and slight less precision. And the demerits are complexity involved is high, overflow in inception for exception. The size of hardware increase as the number of modules increase. Underflow exception occurs when the result is too small. These are difficult using latches. The list of application of proposed design. Due to the constant advances in VLSI technology and the prevalence of business technical and recreational applications that use floating point operations, floating point computational logic has long been a mandatory component of high performance computer systems as well as embedded systems and mobile applications. The performance of many modern applications which have a high frequency of floating point operations is often limited by the speed of the floating hardware. Therefore, a high performance FPU is an essential component of the system. For the past years, leading architectures have incorporated several generations of FPUs. However, while additional multiplication implementations have become increasingly efficient, support for division and other elementary functions such as square root has remained uneven. And now I'm going to show draw the flowchart algorithm or transistor level circuit proposed in the design in encapsulated PostScript EPS file format. The latency of division and square root operations is mainly due to the algorithms used for this operation. Typically, first order Newton Raphson algorithms and binomial expansion algorithms both are commonly used for division and square root implementations in high performance systems. These algorithms exhibit better performance that subtractive algorithms can and an existing floating point multiplier can be shared among iterative multiply operations the algorithm to reduce area. Even so, it still results in a latency and it can follow the Taylor series expansion. The algorithm achieves fast computation by using parallel powering units such as squaring and cubing units, which compute the higher order terms significantly faster than traditional multipliers with a relatively small hardware overhead. And I'm going to show the base paper which I have chosen exploring the limits of floating point resolution for hardware in the loop implemented with FPGAs. And you can see it. It is the abstract that is shown and it is taken from the internet and it is the introduction part. The main drawback of the fixed point is that the implementation is more complex because the designer has to define the number of bits of the integer and fractional parts. Thus, the maximum representable value and the required resolution needs to be calculated for every signal. And I can show the one of the application example. Power factor correlation boost converter is used as an additional example. Like the additional example is power factor correlation. Here we can see that the inductor, capacitor, resistor, VC, boost converter topology circuit, which can be example, and we can see the derivation part, the numerical resolution. Width of s is equal to log 2 max minus log delta x base 2 mod of a whole mod plus n. In this, the first log 2 operation calculates the number of integer bits needed to store max x, that is the exponent. Like this is some you can see, and this is the graph between current and voltage waveforms. Simulation results. You can see this. The synthesis results, you can see this. Like the significant part growth has not influenced the hardware usage or the maximum achievable frequency significantly. Like that, the estimation method explained in like above using a value between 4 and 6, like you can see here. Right, one second. Yeah, the simulations are not necessary to estimate the state variable bits, they were accomplished to demonstrate the validity of the method. The conclusion, we can see the improvement of the performance of the digital devices, HAL, like this. And the last part is the reference based paper, like you can see.